What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stocks Pharrell. So I want to talk about SoFi because everybody's asking me questions about it, and that's 100% understandable. And I'm about to dive into what I think about that earnings prediction, not the earnings prediction, but the downgrade, and then more details as far as my position in earnings. Now, I will admit that I did have ChatGPT AI help me kind of structure this because I wanted to get it clean. Like, I have my thoughts and stuff, but I've inserted all my thoughts into AI, and then I had them help me like just dial it in so I can make this short and sweet and to the point for everybody. Okay, so essentially with the downgrade, just know that it is it's a rinse and repeat from what they did last year. They did the same thing pretty much a day apart, the same time last year, where they downgraded SoFi before earnings, and then like to some ridiculous amount on no fundamentals, no specific reasons or anything like that. It was just thrown in the air, and it was intended to create FUD in the market. And I think that's exactly what it did, and that's what caused a sell-off. But I think the retail investors, I think we're a little smarter now. It takes a little bit for us to catch up, but ultimately we had the initial sell-off, we had the initial scare, all the take profits and stuff like that. But I don't see it diving too much further down. But if it does, guess who's buying more? This boy, your boy. Why? Because the fundamentals haven't changed, and there's no piece of news that says that this should have sold off at all. If anything, SoFi should be on the rocket because of some of the recent announcements that we're going to get into. Okay, so my SoFi earnings predictions outline for you right now. And this is designed to be to paint you a picture, to try to explain to some of you how some of these things work, some of the technical jargon and whatever that comes with earnings, in just a very brief, simple, easy to understand breakdown. Okay, so I'm going to go through my bullets essentially, and then pretty much get into it. No edits or anything like that. I'm just going to go right into it. So, I want y'all to understand that SoFi. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be super simple. And like a story about growing a tree, SoFi is the tree. And every branch tells us how much it's growing. Okay. So remember that as the foundation of how I'm talking to you right now. So for my predictions for the revenue, think about the revenue as the money SoFi makes by selling its fruit, right? Like loans, banking services, tech tools, right? Last quarter, SoFi made $697 million. Now, I believe this quarter they'll bring in around $700 to $720 million, right? That's like selling even more fruit at the farmer's market, all right? So now when we're talking about profit, it's what's left after SoFi pays all of his bills, right? So in the last quarter, they had a tiny slice of the pie. So they made about $5 million on that, right? This time, I think they'll keep a bigger slice at the amount of about $60 to $70 million. Okay, so that means that each SoFi share could be earned about 6 to 7 cents, which is amazing progress versus what the analysts are putting out there. I think it's either 3 or 4 cents, right? So ridiculous when they just hit 5 cents last quarter. So anyway, as far as that adjusted EBITDA, right? This is like the tree's strength, okay? The sturdier the trunk, the healthier the tree. SoFi's trunk grew stronger last quarter with $137.9 million, okay, dollars. This quarter, I predict 170 to 180 million. That's a solid trunk, right? Now let's talk about the branches. And the branches, SoFi's members base, they're the branches. And they've been growing like crazy. SoFi already hit 10 million members. So, and they announced it on Twitter. Last quarter, I think it was about 750,000 like that they added. So now we're at 10 million members. So I think they'll add another 500,000 to 700,000 members this quarter. So since they announced the 10 million members on X, I think we've graduated to about another 500,000 members since then. I know it's a short period of time, but I still think that's what it is. Okay. So the tech platform in Galileo and Technisys, okay, that growth is important. So SoFi's tech platform, Galileo, is like the roots of the tree. It's hidden, but super important. It helps other businesses grow. So I expect it'll grow about 25 to 30%, but landing a big bank as a client is like finding water underground. It takes time. Now, SoFi did let us know that they had a few deals in the works, and we were just waiting for some rate cuts for them to solidify these things. Now that we have, in a couple of months or like a quarter or so has passed, like we're hoping that they announce this quarter. Now, if they do that, then SoFi's on a rocket. It's not coming back, right? Like it's straight to the moon. But anyway, we'll see. You know, I'm not going to hold my breath because, again, like I said, it takes time for those type of deals to develop, right? So when it comes to financial services growth, that's like the checking accounts and investments. These are new branches that are growing fast. So I think they'll grow 75 to 80% this quarter. That's some rapid growth, right? So why does these numbers matter? Okay, so SoFi's growth shows it's becoming a big, healthy tree in the financial world. So more members mean more customers. Bigger profits mean SoFi is getting smarter with its money. And the tech platform, the growth, it just means that the trees in the forest are relying on SoFi's roots. Okay, so there you have it, right? So SoFi's Q4 earnings predictions made super simple. Hopefully it made sense to you. I'm excited to see if they hit these numbers because it tells us how strong SoFi's tree is. Let me know in the comments what you think about these predictions. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share this video with anybody who's rooting for SoFi. Become a member, become a channel supporter if you like the content. Minnow, a Dolphin, or Orca, either which way, those that get you early access to some of my options trade videos and amongst other things. I have a couple things behind paywalls, like the psychological aspect of trading, and then I do deeper dives into markets. So for the anglers, I go over monthly strategies, and then for the orcas, I go over weekly strategies, and that's just designed to help people prepare. That takes extra time, so those are my higher tiers. But whatever you want to do to support, I appreciate. There's a little heart button with the money sign on it that you guys can contribute if you appreciate the content. So it's all love, and that's it. All right. So this is Stocks for Real. Everybody have a great weekend. Take care.